Have you ever seen someone completely change their life? They quit their job, move to another city, end relationships, delete social media, change their habits, change their mindset. And sometimes they become almost unrecognizable. Everyone around them asks the same question: what happened to them? But here's the truth: most sudden changes aren't actually sudden. They're simply the visible result of an invisible process that has been happening for a very long time. Let's go deeper. Human beings can tolerate discomfort for surprisingly long periods of time. People stay in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, environments that make them unhappy, routines that no longer fit who they are, and they continue day after day, month after month, sometimes year after year, because change is uncomfortable. The familiar feels safe, even when it's making us miserable. Now, here's something important. Psychologically, people rarely change because they want something new. They usually change because they can no longer tolerate the old. The pain of staying the same finally becomes greater than the fear of changing. And that's when everything shifts. For years, someone ignores their feelings. They tell themselves, "It's fine, I'll deal with it later. Things will get better." But emotions don't disappear simply because we ignore them. They accumulate. Small disappointments, small frustrations, small regrets, each one seems insignificant. Until one day, the emotional weight becomes too heavy. And what looks like a sudden decision is actually the result of hundreds of invisible moments. Now let's go deeper. Psychologists know that identity is not fixed. Who you are today is not who you were 5 years ago. You've learned, experienced things, lost things, discovered things, and sometimes your external life no longer matches your internal growth. You begin feeling strange, restless, disconnected, not because something is wrong, because you've changed, but your life hasn't. Now here's the deeper truth. Many people experience what psychologists call an identity shift. The old version of themselves no longer feels authentic. The goals change, the priorities change, the relationships change, the definition of success changes. And eventually, the person realizes, "I can't keep living like the old me anymore." Now let's take it one level deeper. Major life changes are often preceded by periods of quiet dissatisfaction. Nothing dramatic happens. Everything looks normal from the outside. But internally, something feels off. People describe it as feeling stuck, feeling empty, feeling lost, feeling like they're living on autopilot. And these feelings are psychologically important because discomfort often acts like a signal. Now here's something fascinating. The human brain loves certainty. It prefers predictable situations, even unpleasant ones, because uncertainty feels risky. That's why change feels scary. You're leaving behind something familiar without knowing exactly what comes next. And yet, some people still choose to change. Why? Because staying the same eventually becomes even scarier. Now let's talk about the moment everything changes. Most transformations have a trigger: a breakup, burnout, a health scare, a loss, or sometimes nothing dramatic at all, just one ordinary day, a quiet realization, a moment of clarity, a thought that says, "I don't want this to be my life anymore." And sometimes that single thought changes everything. Now, what can we learn from this? First, don't assume people's transformations happen overnight. You rarely see the years of thinking that happened beforehand. Second, feeling restless doesn't always mean something is wrong. Sometimes it means you're outgrowing something. And third, remember that change is uncomfortable for everyone, even people who desperately need it. Courage isn't changing without fear. Courage is changing despite fear. Now here's something powerful. Some of the biggest transformations in life begin quietly. No announcement, no dramatic moment. Just a person sitting alone, realizing they can no longer continue being who they've been. And from that moment, everything starts changing. So if you've been feeling different lately, restless, disconnected, like your current life no longer fits, don't ignore it immediately. Because sometimes the uncomfortable feeling that something needs to change isn't a sign that you're falling apart. It's a sign that you're growing. If you enjoy psychology, human behavior, and understanding the hidden reasons behind life's biggest transformations, subscribe. Because sometimes the changes that look sudden from the outside have been growing quietly on the inside for years.